The enigmatic life of Prince Jeffri Bolkiah, the Sultan's brother, is shrouded in secrets and controversy. How did he manage to embezzle over $14 billion, and did the Sultan succeed in reclaiming the stolen fortune? Beyond the financial scandal, an even darker facet of his personal life emerged. Dive into the depths of Jeffri's betrayal and discover the truth behind his extravagant lifestyle. Let's begin. Born into the Bruneian royal family, Prince Jeffri enjoyed a life of unparalleled wealth and privilege. His early years were marked by an education in elite institutions and a seamless integration into the upper classes of global society. Groomed for significant responsibilities within the kingdom, Jeffri's charm and charisma made him a prominent figure in both national and international circles. However, beneath the appearance of royal duty, Jeffri's penchant for extravagance began to surface. Known for his love of luxury, he amassed a collection of properties, cars, and art that rivaled the world's greatest museums. But this was merely the tip of the iceberg. In the 1990s, Prince Jeffri held the position of finance minister and chairman of the Brunei Investment Agency, the country's sovereign wealth fund. Under his stewardship, the BIA's investments grew, but so did suspicions of financial mismanagement. The prince's lavish lifestyle, funded allegedly through legitimate means, began to attract scrutiny. In 1997, the facade crumbled when it was revealed that the BIA had lost billions of dollars. The investigation uncovered that Jeffri had misappropriated funds on an unimaginable scale. He had allegedly siphoned off an estimated $14.8 billion to support his extravagant lifestyle. The scandal rocked the nation, and Jeffri was removed from his post, sparking a fierce legal battle. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the extent of Jeffri's hidden world came to light. It was discovered that he owned a vast portfolio of properties around the globe, including a $110 million hotel in New York and a $70 million estate in Beverly Hills. His fleet of luxury cars included over 2,300 vehicles, among them Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and Bentleys. But it was the revelations about his personal life that truly shocked the world. Jeffri was known to host lavish parties, flying in celebrities, models, and socialites from around the world. These gatherings were often held on his yacht, the Tits, humorously named after the two smaller boats named Nipple 1 and Nipple 2. The yacht parties were infamous for their decadence and hedonism, becoming the stuff of legend among the elite. The Sultan, determined to recover the misappropriated funds, pursued a legal battle against his brother. In 2000, the Bruneian government reached a settlement with Jeffri, under which he agreed to return the assets he had acquired with the state's money. This included handing over luxury properties, cars, and other possessions. Despite the settlement, the recovery of the funds proved to be a complex and challenging process. Jeffri's exile to the UK marked a significant fall from grace. The once revered prince was now a symbol of excess and corruption, yet the legal battles continued. In 2010, Jeffri faced another lawsuit, this time from his own legal team, who claimed he owed them millions in unpaid fees. The case further exposed the shadowy dealings and complicated financial webs spun by the prince. While the scandal centered around Jeffri's opulence and the lost billions, there were other, less visible victims. The financial mismanagement had ripple effects throughout Brunei's economy. Public projects were delayed or halted, and the reputation of the royal family suffered a severe blow. The ordinary citizens, who had always revered their monarchy, felt betrayed. But an even darker aspect of his personal life emerged through the scandal. Numerous reports emerged of exploitation and coercion, particularly of young women who were drawn into his orbit. These stories, though often overshadowed by the larger financial scandal, revealed a pattern of abuse and manipulation that left deep scars. Jeffri's lavish lifestyle was supported by an entourage of staff and associates who were specifically tasked with recruiting young women for his parties and personal gratification. These recruiters scoured high-profile events, modeling agencies, and social circles, luring women with promises of wealth, glamour, and adventure. However, once drawn into Jeffri's orbit, many of these women found themselves trapped in a web of coercion and abuse. There were reports of women being forced to sign non-disclosure agreements, effectively silencing them about their experiences. The luxurious surroundings and gifts initially bestowed upon them quickly turned into a gilded cage where their autonomy was severely restricted. Several women came forward with allegations of being coerced into non-consensual sexual activities. They described how they were pressured to attend private gatherings on Jeffri's yacht, the Tits, and in his numerous opulent residences around the world. These parties, often depicted as glamorous and exclusive, were filled with exploitation. One particularly disturbing account came from a former model who alleged that she was kept on Jeffri's yacht for weeks, unable to leave and under constant surveillance. She described the atmosphere as one of fear and control, where refusing Jeffri's advances was not an option. Her story, like many others, highlighted a pattern of manipulation, where the promise of luxury quickly gave way to a nightmarish reality. One high-profile case involved Gillian Lauren, an American woman who detailed her experiences in her memoir, Some Girls, My Life in a Harem. Lauren described being recruited to join Jeffri's harem, where she and other women were subjected to his whims and desires. Her book shed light on the systemic abuse within Jeffri's inner circle, offering a rare glimpse into a world usually hidden from public view. The immense power and wealth of the Bruneian royal family created an environment where victims found it nearly impossible to seek justice. Legal systems in multiple jurisdictions were often either complicit or powerless against the influence wielded by Jeffri and his associates. While some legal actions were taken against Jeffri, the complexity and international nature of his activities made it challenging to hold him fully accountable for the exploitation and abuse. The financial settlements and asset recoveries primarily focused on the embezzlement scandal, leaving the human cost of his actions largely unaddressed. Human rights organizations and advocacy groups have called for greater accountability and support for the victims of Jeffri's abuse. They emphasize the need for legal reforms to protect individuals from such exploitation and to ensure that those in positions of power are held responsible for their actions. While Brunei and the world have moved forward, the legacy of Jeffri's actions remains a poignant example of the need for vigilance and justice in the face of exploitation. The courage of the women who came forward, despite the immense challenges they faced, continues to inspire efforts to address and prevent such abuses in the future. Today, Prince Jeffri's name is synonymous with scandal and excess. Despite efforts to rehabilitate his image, the dark secrets of his past continue to cast a long shadow. His life stands as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and privilege. While Brunei has worked hard to move past this chapter, the lessons learned from Jeffri's actions remain relevant. In the years following the scandal, the Bruneian government implemented stricter oversight and accountability measures to prevent a recurrence. Prince Jeffri's actions brought to light the vulnerabilities within a system built on loyalty and trust, serving as a reminder that even the most revered institutions are not immune to corruption. The Sultan himself took on a more active role in the nation's financial management, striving to restore faith in the monarchy and the country's institutions. In the grand halls of Brunei's palaces, Jeffri's life, marked by both grandeur and disgrace, continues to captivate and caution. The tale of Prince Jeffri is not just a chapter in Brunei's history, it is a story that will never be forgotten. Do you think Prince Jeffri paid for his wrongdoings? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, stay curious.